Tinubu actually urinates on his body, according to one of his, they used to be the strong ally of Tinubu, Aregbesola, Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola. Only Otto Sarani. He said it. So the bone of contention now is that we heard that he's trying to beg Tinubu because Tinubu has won the 25th of February election, the presidential election. So he's trying to go back, and a lot of people are like throwing jabs at him that after mocking Tinubu for urinating on himself, former Minister Aregbesola returns to Osun, begs for forgiveness. Beg, well, who did he beg? Did he beg, okay, beg Osun people? Is it Osun people that is going to beg? Or Tinubu that is going to beg directly? Okay, maybe he needed to settle that, because we remember during the election, okay, after the presidential election, when Tinubu won, and during the gubernatorial election, that was when he went to Lagos. They said he won a little more sure for them. I don't know the particular place. Okay, Rauf Aregbesola, the immediate past minister of interior. He's not a past minister. Oh, he has finished his course with, or his job with Buhari. He has returned to Osun State, saying he has come back to restructure the All Progressives Congress (APC) and to beg for forgiveness from all those who he offended. Specifically, Aregbesola, who was Osun governor between 2010 and 2018, on Wednesday at the Nelson Mandela Freedom Park Old Via Garage, Osogbo, while addressing residents of the state, thanked President Bola Tinubu, saying he is the architect of his success. Aregbesola added that it was with the help of God and the support of Asiwaju, I was able to excel as a governor for 8 years, even though it was not easy. Sahara reporters had in February 2022 reported that in the heat of the rundown of the Osun State governorship election, where Gboyega Oyetola then was seeking re-election and backed by Tinubu, Aregbesola had mocked the duo at a program in the Urinating local government area. Aregbesola, while castigating Tinubu, has said, wanting to Sarah, wanting to Ara, which is translated in English, they are already urinating on themselves. The comment came days after Tinubu was seen in a viral video with suspected pee stains on his clothes during a visit to a monarch in Ogun State, the Awujale of Ijebuland. Tinubu was seated on a black leather couch alongside some other party stalwarts, had reason to give a speech, but his attire had soaked from behind, particularly at the butt area. The politician's security aide was seen constantly holding his nose while looking at the wet area, as another woman immediately wore her face mask as Tinubu rose up to speak. The APC in Osun had two factions. One was loyal to Aregbesola, while the other was to Oyetola, who eventually lost the re-election bid. But speaking on Wednesday, Aregbesola had some nice words for President Tinubu in a desperate bid to seek forgiveness. He said, I have not returned to Osun for animosity or acrimony, but reconciliation of our party. I have come here today to beg for forgiveness from anybody who is offended towards me. The reason why people are applauding me over my success in Osun today was because of the great work I did when I was in government, and those who turned themselves into enemies today. We work together in government. I thank God who showed me from Lagos through the help of President Bola Tinubu. He is the architect of my success. I spent 8 years as commissioner in Lagos. In 2004, we had a meeting in Badagry where we talked about how we will take over our state from the opposition party. Tinubu and other Yoruba elders directed me to come and take over Osun from the opposition. With the help of God and the support of Asiwaju, I was able to excel as a governor for 8 years, even though it was not easy with the help of those that turned to my enemy for 4 years. In 2019, after the Supreme Court judgment, I came to this venue with the person I handed over power to. I counseled that I have played my own part and handed over to the person I loved, but I said the person must do it right by ensuring unity within the party. If that is done, I will now be the godfather. But unfortunately, Satan took over them in interpreting what I said. I never begged for anything from them when he was in power. I am saying it today, and I am begging for forgiveness. After this, we are not going to beg anybody again. We didn't offend anyone, and we don't believe anyone offended us, but it is possible that they believe we offended them. That is why we are apologizing to them, Aregbesola said. Well, with this statement, a lot of people have been interpreting it. This guy, you don't finish now. You don't serve Buhari finish. He still wants to be relevant in the scheme of things, as far as this bill thing is concerned. One thing is that you cannot be there forever. Even if you think that, you want to align with some people at some point, a time will come you want to just rest. But whether it is true or not, but we know that he made this statement, and because I'm sure he's going to respond to all these talks here and there. Hey, you want to go back now after you have allowed your whatever your party to lose in Osun State, and because you feel that Tinubu has won, that is why you are coming. Of course, it is possible that people will say that is just the right thing for people to say, because after the presidential election, we now saw this guy going to Lagos to go and do what? To go and fight for Sanwo-Olu, and that was when he started using all those brim. All of them, not them. Whether it be anything or it not be anything, those who are enjoying or benefiting the dividends of democracy are their immediate family members, and those who are working for them, even when they don't merit some position. Those are the people that will enjoy, especially their immediate family. But all of you who are shouting, Emilio Con, it is this, our time, our party, our this, our that, our man is in office. Shishi, you know, go get you have been crying all this while. Nothing has even come to you. So he's begging them so that he can retain his relevance in Osun and get ministerial post again. Let him go and beg Remi Tinubu for insulting her husband. He must prostrate. Once a betrayer will always be a betrayer. It is not necessary again to apologize. He said he will never use the mouth he used to beg God to beg human being. He has been forgiven already. Only should go and choose another political leader in place of Tinubu and wait till 2027 before seeking for any political office. So guys, that is just it. We're asking, did Bola Tinubu really urinate on his body? Because that is the viral statement. I mean, that's the statement going viral now. Leave your comment down there below and let's have your take.